So I was like, as the playing about to happen, uh, it's really, I mean, yes, I know they're the bottom seeds and they're the bottom of just trying to get in, but these playing teams, I think, also represent the most of questions and what could and potentially off season things of where it was like all the teams pretty much I believe probably I mean outside of really like Sacramento can be blown up and like legitimately like if we think about it um I like well or we'll look I was like I guess we'll look different. Sixers don't really count because Embiid got hurt, but they're gonna be looking they'll look different during offseason, but they don't count in that same way. But I think Miami sort of had like actual questions with Hero, and I was like they were like I know it wasn't as serious, but with Jimmy Butler and him not having like such a splashy season, and this year and him getting hurt, I was like, let's not gonna act like that won't be out there. But I was like, I doubt it. Um, I was like the Hawks, basically, DeJounte Murray is a free agent. I was like, the Trey Young rumors have been going crazy, basically, and everybody expects him to be gone. So do they keep Murray or do they? I was like, and Trey is gone, or do they just let both of them go and wipe the slate clean? They're a real team that's like just playing like even like I mean even if they would have gotten in it, you still wouldn't have felt great about that team sticking together. Then we got the Bulls. While their ownership doesn't seem like they want to blow it up, they're a team that just seem like we need to just break this up. I know they don't. I mean, they've been a little hot here lately, but and then and sort of right at the ship, but we're prolonging the inevitable. Jamar is the free agent, so I was like Kobe White. I was like gonna have to sign him to a big contract. Levine is still there, coming off an injury with his contract. So it's they got questions. Um, and then I was like New Orleans. I was like the way that Brandon Ingram sort of been playing, Zion sort of showing up. Is like, do you go ahead and try to see what you can get for Ingram? I was like McCollum has been okay. you know, Zion, you can't really. I was like, we all got the same stuff with Zion, but you've seen this year what it looks like when he finally got it. So, do you just get rid of the red like Ingram, who was like you thought like it basically he only gave you like 11 points against the Lakers. He got to do more. He being an All Star, being like what I'm saying. Sacramento, I think they're pretty much fine. They ain't. I mean, they might have a tweak here, but they don't really. They also one that just don't count. Um, I was like the Lakers. If they would have lost or whatever like that, I was like, hell, they can win, and there's still the possibility that they over here break up the team. So I'm like, there's a question with that with LeBron in the offseason. And I was like, he gonna stay, but do you get who you get rid of? Do D'Angelo Russell with that contract finally go and all the whole thing? Then the big one on the table, the Golden State Warriors. Clay going over the way he did, and you basically see the writing on the wall. Draymond probably punched a hole through the wall, and Curry, I was like, he's 36, and I was like, you get like he's still playing great, but I think now you're starting to see the amount of yeah, but it's like you're just not going like you could sort of see where just like once they're on them, there's nothing that can be done. And you can say that about any superstar that's like if they don't have any outlets or anybody else to like launch it to or something like that, then yeah, it's difficult for them. But you can just see it just not the same. And who would even expect that he would be like 5 years ago, 8 years ago? Like no, that's not how things necessarily works. And it's all one of them things where like yes, he could still play for another 4 or 5, 7 years because he could shoot the ball. But the way that we know Steph Curry, that's starting to wind down a bit just because you can start seeing like it's like the same thing with LeBron. Yes, he's playing great, but you can sort of see that it's not at this high level every single day. And it's like, yeah, they're damn near 40. Of course not, but you're still holding them to the same savior model that it was back in the day, and that's where I think that Golden State is having a hard time, because it's like Clay has reached the part where it's like, all right, cool, that's the gone appreciated part. Draymond is still effective in what he does to be a player, but now it's like, you bring back Clay, which I mean, you might as well at a low number, just because you ain't gonna really get anybody else for that same price that you can get for Clay. Wiggins, you're gonna have to balance him in some form of way. You're gonna have to. I was like, I mean, I was like, whatever he got going on, you got to do it. That's just how it goes. Chris Paul, I mean, unless they can flip the money, he gone. I was like, they gonna cut him. You need that extra money. I know they're gonna have to make a decision soon on Moody, but they don't ever seem to give him the minutes and stuff. But hey, we said the same thing about Kaminga, and he eventually was able to get him, and he's able to thrive. So I was like, they're the one team I think outside of the Hawks in this playing that really got some cool like questions to do with their team. I think it's a little different, because I feel like the Hawks are like boot them if we can. Where like Golden State is like, no, I want to keep all my toys, and it's like, well, you can, but you ain't gonna really be able to get any new ones. So that's where Golden State is gonna be figuring out that. But no, I think you keep. I think you go ahead and keep Clay, if you especially if you get him at a decent number. And I was like, you need to find young old people. The problem is that who is at that stage that the team is willing to give up but fits good with Golden State. That's sort of the difficult part in on all these, because I'm like, everybody's sort of looking for the same play. Like, trust me, like if for instance Golden State was able to get like Mikal Bridges from Brooklyn, that's a great pickup. I was like, he basically what you would want in as Wiggins, and now he's able to be the second guy, but be your top guy while also not being the top guy. If you get what I'm saying, like it's like you could put the onus on him to like, okay, he could get a bucket, he could play defense, and if you, I was like, and but you got Curry there, and but it's like because there's Curry there, you could be yes, you're the number two, but you're also number one because Curry over here is like double team or whatever like that, and eventually, you or Kaminga or something like that. But well, hell, they're probably gonna want Kaminga. You ain't gonna be able to trade Andrew Wiggins for him. That's all I'm saying. Well, yeah. So I was like, there could have been other teams that like it would have been a play-in, and I don't think that their team next year will be different, or they would have any hard decisions. Like if the Magic was here, there's really no hard decisions. Like, do we need a veteran or something like that? So that's why I said I was like, it was interesting that these few teams here that's down here are really ones that are like, it's really make it or break it, instead of just being like, hey, we made it, good job. But anyway, what do you think? Do you think Clay needs to stay? Do you think they need to go and just blow up the teammate, basically? Go young, or just go, or like that middling ground of young, like 26, 27, that type of area. The Bulls, should they blow it up? Let me know who should blow it up out of these squads, or they just missing piece away from being a certain spot. Like we course, so we know the 76ers are. But anyway, let me know what you think. I was like, to the playoffs.